It is Monday and today I'm finally starting to pack your orders. I've spent the whole morning cleaning the studio so it can look pretty and organized and clean, and it is some of my favorite time in the studio when I get to pack orders, because I know I say this all the time, but it truly fills my heart so much that I make this artwork alone in my studio about plants and fungi and animals that I love, and cosmogonies and stories of the natural world that I am deeply in love with. And then knowing that it resonates with you and some of you want to welcome my art in your homes or gift it to loved ones is more than I could ever imagine, and it makes me so happy. And the days that I get to pack are such a mood in the studio because I will light up candles and light some Palo Santo and play some of my favorite current music, and it makes me so happy when I get to pack these orders, because it's this sort of like little ritual of love, of saying thank you so much for supporting my work and my vision and for helping me keep exploring nature through artwork. And I have to get to it because I can keep talking forever, but I'm already a little too late as it is because it's like 1 p.m. I really wanted to clean and organize every corner of the studio, so let's get into it.
As we approach the end of the year, I can't help but think about how grateful I am feeling due to the fact that, thanks to all of your support, I am capable of living fully from my art. Every art piece I make comes from my heart, and I put so much spirit into it. And it truly means so much to me to know that some of those paintings resonate with you. Most of us haven't met in person, and it is wonderful to me to know that there's a thread that connects us all, that makes us feel similar feelings, and that art speaks as a bridge in between us and our kin. I feel sometimes we get too wrapped up in our own human worlds that coming outdoors becomes an instant reminder of how the seasons are changing. It helps me land in understanding, okay, winter has finally arrived. Okay, there's always fresh air to breathe. Okay, my human drama is way smaller than I was making it to be. Visiting a forest I hadn't gone to in a time feels like visiting an old friend and catching up. Silent hikes will always be my sacred time with nature.
Before we continue with today's vlog, I just wanted to say thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace has been the virtual home of my website, art portfolio, web shop, email campaigns, and member area since 2018, and I cannot recommend them enough.
With Squarespace, you can sell art and products with an online store designed for you and your clients to love. Showcase your products and customize your listings with images, videos, reviews, related products, and so much more.
Squarespace and I are partnering up to offer you a 2-week free trial, and once you're ready to launch, the code Caro Arevalo gets you 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain with them. Thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video and my channel. Today is my second day packing orders all day. I've been doing a little packing here and there just for a couple hours throughout these last few days. But today is my second day fully committed to packing, and up until now I've been focusing on first packing all the orders that fit within these, I don't know if you've seen these custom mailers that I did with my art. I'm so happy with these ones because they are printed with algae ink, and this has been my first time doing a custom mailer and I'm just happy with the results. And I'm first packing everything that fits on these, which are like 12.75 inches by 15 inches. And once I finish that, I will be packing everything that's bigger than that. Today I'm going to be listening to the current audiobook that I'm listening to, which is Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. I've been hearing about Joe Dispenza's work for years, and part of me was just like, I'm not gonna tap into it because I hear so many people just debunk his work and call it pseudoscience. But then lately I've been just hearing so many positive things about his work, and we could make a whole video talking about what is pseudoscience. I think that at the end of the day, if listening to an audiobook or reading a book or doing a meditation will be helpful for our day-to-day life and changing our habits and rewiring our brains into a way that is more aligned to the version of ourselves that we want to call in, then I think that's welcome, you know? And it's been a year, I'm going down a whole rabbit hole, but this year has also been a year of me diving deep into cult mentality, and I've been watching a lot of documentaries about cults, and it's just so interesting to me how people go from having a spiritual practice, having a practice that really resonates with them and is helping them in their journey, to stop having any rational thoughts and then just following what the guru or the cult leader says, even if it's something they don't align with. So this is a fascinating topic for me. There's a book that I want to read regarding this, which was mentioned on the documentary of the Heaven's Gate cult documentary, and I want to read this book because it's speaking from a psychological point of view about cult mentality and the psychological process behind people joining cults. I feel that if you've been here for a second, you already know this is me. I start talking about something and then I just go into a whole rabbit hole, and I just want to bring more about that on places like YouTube and social media, where sometimes we're put inside boxes and it's like, you should only talk about art, you should only talk about fashion, when we are layered human beings that just have so much within us. And I feel that if you're new here, welcome. This is my channel. My name is Caro. I love to talk about all things art, creativity, wellness, but at the same time I love to speak my mind of things that I've been fascinated by. So it will always be a little bit of everything, and I'm not just like doing art blogs or sticking to a niche, because I feel that's very plastic in a world where we are just multi-layered, multifaceted beings. But anyhow, now let's go pack orders.
I'm excited to make 2025 a year where I commit to painting more than this past year. The upcoming video after this one is a video about how I've been changing. And within that, I feel there's been a lot of changes I've been doing around my work. The upcoming video after this one is a video about how I've been changing. And within that, I feel there's been a lot of changes I've been doing around my work, so I can make more space and time for painting, as well as for designing products.
A couple of months ago, I created a custom artwork for Hudson Valley Seeds, which is a seed company here in the Hudson Valley. And I worked on Click Daga, which is this beautiful plant that looks like out of a Dr. Seuss book. I made this artwork for the seed packaging, but they also offer prints out of the artwork. So the prints just arrived to my studio. I'll be signing them today and shipping them off back to the Hudson Valley Seeds Company. They recently moved and they're having an art show for the opening of all the new artworks created this season for the upcoming year. So I'll definitely be stopping by the opening, and today I also have a bunch of orders to pack. So let's get into signing, shipping, packing, all the good stuff. Good evening, everybody. This is my artwork. My name is Caro. I had the pleasure of getting to know Kay Gala for Hudson Valley Seeds, and just following what Kay was saying, I love how I feel that creating art, whether you do it as a career or you just spend 2 hours a day on a random Saturday painting, it's a beautiful opportunity to just spend an hour and a half, 2 hours with a plant. And these for me became that opportunity. I didn't know about Click That Up until Kay and Jen suggested me to paint these plants, and it was so wonderful to spend a couple of months getting to know the plants. They actually were so sweet to send me a couple of Click Data, so I was growing the flower while painting the flower. I also had some Click Data tea while painting her, and for me it was so fascinating to just get to know a plant. And what I loved about working with you is that I see art as an opportunity to speak about plants. They don't have a voice, and I feel art has become like this platform to be like, what do you want to tell the world? And how can you use me to share your story? And I love how both Kay and Jen were so into the science and how big the plants are, and just like the physiology of them, but they were also so into the cosmogonies and the cultures and the stories and the intuitive side and the spirit that plants have. And I just want to say I had so much fun creating these, and I just want to say yay for companies that uplift creators. And I also have been following this company for years and being like, I love their art packages, and I feel it gets us all curious to get to know plants in a different level. So just thank you for creating these. It's so beautiful to see the co-creation in between people, some plants, and communities and creativity. Today is my third day packing orders. I have finished with most of the moon calendars and the prints that come on these type of mailers. And I spent last night and this morning just printing a bunch of other prints that I have in other sizes and I'm excited to be shipping these. I actually am so happy that I have the pollinator painting in such a small size, because this is the first time that I offer one of those big projects that take me forever to paint in such a small size. And this one comes, I might have already talked about this, but they come with a key. So it's a scientific key. In the one you get to see the names, common names and scientific names for all of the species that are painted here. And I just love the idea of making my art not only be something that you put in your wall, but also an educational piece. So today I am packing these. I'm also waiting for my printing company to ship me a couple of bigger paintings. I have a bunch of my prints here in my studio, in my flat file, but there are some sizes that I don't carry with me because they are too big and they don't move as much, but some of those were ordered in this shop update, so I'm waiting for those to arrive, and let's get into it.
Of your chest with the full center, and so on. You're anchoring your attention in that center, and where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Then you'll move to placing your attention in or opening your focus to the space around each of those centers.
After a week of packing orders, I finally took everything to the post office. I just wanted to say thank you all for being here and for supporting my work. Whether that looks like buying art from my shop, watching a video, commenting on one of my posts, being my Patreon, or even pressing the like or share buttons for engagement. It is all so helpful, and me and my little family appreciate your hearts so much. Thank you for helping me keep doing what I love, truly. Thank you once again, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. Feel free to use my code Caro Arevalo for all your website needs with them. And thank you for watching all this video till the end. If you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment to help me with engagement and to be able to share my work with more people. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day ahead. Until I see you next time, goodbye.